Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Yep, last we left off, we finished up the Duke's Archives. Made our way outside into like the little foresty area out back of the Duke's Archives. Yeah, where there's just a bunch of crystal golems. Was that the first thing we did? No, it wasn't. Okay. I'm sorry. The first thing we did is we tidied up some quest lines, NPC quest lines. In particular, we tidied up Griggs's quest line, where you tell him where Logan's at, you buy all of his spells, and you head to Sen's Fortress. And apparently he was trying to get to the Duke's Archives where Logan was at, but he succumbed to the traps of the fortress. So we find him in there, all hollowed, so we put him down. And then from him we get another humanity, another copy of the Hush sorcery, as well as another slumbering Dragon Crest ring. So Griggs is tidied up. We also, I think the one we actually started with was Ingward, back down in New Londra Ruins. Because once you beat the Four Kings, you can go talk to him, and that'll get him to move up into Firelink Shrine. So now he's in Firelink. Not much of anything, but he's up there. I think the last NPC quest line we dealt with was Rhea of Thurlund. Yep. If she's still in the undead church, Petrus is dead, and the Channeler is dead. Once you buy out all her spells, she'll eventually get kidnapped by another Channeler. Yep. Yeah. So once you buy all of her miracles, she gets taken to the Duke's Archives in the prison, in one of the prison cells, where she's also hollowed. Yeah. Not quite sure how she got hollowed, probably from experiments or whatnot, but she's in one of the cells, hollowed out, and yeah, like all the others, we put her down. And from her, we get 7 humanities, as well as the Ivory Talisman. I think I still have it almost. Okay, I don't have it. I put it away, but yeah, the Ivory Talisman. Yeah, probably the best miracle talisman in the game outside of the Dark Moon Talisman, but that requires a covenant. But so I think they're about even. And I don't think there's much difference between them, but yeah. And then after dealing with those NPC lines, we went back to the Duke's Archives and went outside into the forested area. Yep. Out there was a bunch of crystal golems, as well as a golden golem. Yep. The golden golem there also has a maiden inside. Yep. This time it was Zieglind of Katarina. Yeah, Zieglind. She came to the Lordran to chase after her father, Siegmeyer. Yep. So we freed her, told her where we found him. Yep. And then after that she moves to Firelink Shrine. But before that, we continued through the little forested area, cleared it out, picked up the crystal knight armor, the crystal armor, I think is what it's called. Again, only shows up if you beat the crystalline knight before your first encounter of Seath in the archives. And after that, we went down into the crystal caves. Yep. Traversed the invisible walkways, succumbed to gravity, went back, took care of the golden golems, which don't respawn, thankfully. Yep. And then on our way down, we found 3 crystal lizards. 2 of them were kind enough to give us 4 blue chunks in total. Yeah. The third one gave us green shards, which is okay. I mean, we'll take them, but... And then after that, we traversed the treacherous walkway to the blue Titanite slab. Yep. The only guaranteed one in the base game. So that one has some twists and turns to it, but we used our prism stones, took it slowly, and we got it. Yep. And after that, we made our way down, past the man-eating clams, into Seath the Scaleless's boss room. Yeah, where he was hiding the primordial crystal that Logan said he would use to basically grant himself true immortality. Yeah. Anytime you attack him, his wounds swiftly close, as long as the crystal stays. So, it did take us 2 attempts. The first attempt, we basically used him to break the crystal, ran behind him, and swat at the tip of his middle tentacle tail thing. Yeah, that's his cutoff. That's his tail cut point to get the Moonlight Greatsword. And then after that, I was dumb enough not to back away to get him to turn around. I just stuck close to him, and he's most dangerous when you're behind him because he likes to use his like little flailing attack where he just kind of flails around with his little tentacle tail things. Yeah, that's his most dangerous part, is be behind him. So if you go for the tail cut, back away, because then it forces him to turn around basically, so you get into the front. So, but I was dumb enough not to do that, so we died to his little flailing attacks. Traversed down the cave again. Went into the arena thinking the crystal was gone, but no, it respawns. So if you didn't beat him the first time, the crystal will respawn each time, so you have to go back and break it again. But since we already got the tail cut, we don't have to worry about that. So just go in, break the crystal, smack him while he's stunned, and just smack him again. Yeah. Yep. Then we defeated Seath the Scaleless, got his bequeathed Lord Soul Shard? Yeah, Lord Soul Shard, yeah. These shards came from Gwen's soul, so, yeah. Oh, these have stuff on them, cool. We'll check them out before we offer them to the altar, but... And then after that, we actually went back to Firelink Shrine real quick. Well, no, we didn't go to Firelink Shrine just yet. We went back to the archives, yeah, where Logan was all mad. He became mad, yeah. You buy out all the spells up that he has in the archives. You get Seath to travel down to the crystal caves. At that point, he goes crazy. So once we beat Seath the Scaleless, he'll actually show up in the original arena where you found Seath the Scaleless at the top of the archives. Yep. Devoid of his clothes, but except for his hat. Yep, and he has a new catalyst on him. So, we took care of him. Yep, that was the end of his quest line. From up there, he drops the Dragon Breath attack, or the Crystal Breath attack. I don't quite remember what it's called. His crystallized tin catalyst, as well as his big hat. So we got all that from him. In that room, there was also the chests with the large magic ember, as well as a soul of a great hero. So don't forget to get those 2 while you're up there. After that, we went back to where Logan was at in the archives to find another chest with the rest of his clothes and his previous catalyst. No, not this one. This one. Yep. Logan's catalyst. Yep. Probably the best catalyst we're going to use for the rest of the game. Yeah. After that, we went back to Firelink Shrine, where we found Sieglind. We talked to her, told her where we found Siegmeyer down in Blighttown. So she moved down to look for him. And that was it. That's all we did. Finished up several quest lines, finished up the Duke's Archives, finished up Logan's quest line, progressed Sieglind's quest line. Did a whole lot. Yep. There's not many people left out there. And between episodes, I did my Twinkling Titanite farming. Yep, I farmed for as many Twinkling Titanites as I could stomach. Yeah, because once you beat Seath the Scaleless down in the Crystal Caves, it opens up a bonfire that basically puts you right next to all the man-eating clams. And those clams drop Twinkling Titanites at a pretty good rate. So we equipped, Gold Serpent Ring. Basically just Gold Serpent Ring, the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, Dust Crown, equipped all of our Soul Spears, Crystal Soul Spears, They're our, best catalysts. And we just went to town on those clams. Also went up to take on some of the moonlight butterflies, hoping for another blue slab drop, but we haven't gotten that yet. So there's only 3 of them up there, and the drop rate is a 0.2% base. Even with all of our item find, it's probably no better than a 0.8, maybe a 1, but yeah. And there's only 3, so our draws for a drop aren't very good. So it's gonna be a while before we get another one. I do want to get another one, but for now we have the one. Yes, I know you can get another one in the DLC, but yeah, that was it. Basically just far and forward Twinkling Tinites, upgraded a bunch of armor pieces, mainly armor pieces, some weapons, but mainly armor pieces. Yeah, so I have a bunch of armor pieces now to +5, including these leggings, this chest armor, a bunch of different armors. Yeah, it's +5s, +5s. Basically any armor piece here that's a +5 is a Twinkling Titanite. So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. I also went into the archives to farm the channelers for the tridents. I did get it. I did upgrade it to +5. Thought about using it. Maybe. We'll see. We can do the little power dance if we want, but it doesn't affect us though. It only affects allies. So yep, and that's it. That's all I did. Twinkling Titanite farm, Trident farm. Yep. And I also got a few levels, but not a lot. I think I upgraded. Yeah. I think I got a few to get our dexterity up to 40. I think that was it. So we're self-capped on the dexterity for the most part. So right now my plan is to upgrade our vitality and attunement slots to a couple levels. Yeah, because I want to get some more spell attunement slots. I think the next one's at 23. That's for the next slot. So we have a little ways to go. And that was it. And then today, you guessed it, the Demon Ruins. Yep. Going down to the Demon Ruins. Yep, the last part of the base game before we go into the DLC. Yep, we got the Demon Ruins and then Lost Izalith. We're gonna fight that big guy over there. You can see squirming in the background. Ceaseless Discharge. I'm just gonna do the standard way you deal with them. You can fight him straight up. I don't plan on doing it. Never have, never care to. I just do the lure him to the gate strategy, not take it from there. But yep. And our equipment for today. Still gotta add a ring. Starting off with the Uchi Katana +15. Yeah. I wasn't quite sure what weapon I want to use, but then we're gonna be fighting a bunch of Capra demons and Taurus demons. And as well as the Demon Sage. So I think they're all susceptible to slash. So this is gonna be a good weapon to use, as well as bleed. So it's probably a good weapon for us to get down here. And I can buff it up with the Crystal Magic Weapon if I have to. So. Magic Longbow +9. I upgraded a longbow up to Magic Path to +9. Yeah, because we're going to get a lot of magic damage out of it, especially if we pair it with the Moonlight Arrows, which do pure magic damage. So, and since this has a really good intelligence scaling, the arrows also scale with the bow scaling. So, yeah, it's a ton of magic damage. I think we're doing 3 magic damage for every physical point of damage, so it's yeah, it's a lot. Very good bow. So we're gonna try it out. I think we're gonna do really good with it, especially with these Moonlight Arrows. Iron Round Shields. I don't think the Capra Demons will bounce off of this, but I could be wrong. We'll try it anyway. That's the main reason why I have it. It's just to bounce Capra Demons off of us. Logan's Callus, because it's the best Callus for us outside the tin crystallized catalyst, but no. Moonlight arrows again, magic damage, and poison arrows. Yeah, we're gonna be learning some Taurus demons with this. So, yep. I got my I don't know what it is. I was going like my Eastern wizard kind of get up. Yeah. Witch's hat, Eastern armor, black sorcerer gauntlets, silver knight's legging. I think we look pretty cool, especially with the katana. I have the bellowing dragon crest. I don't know about that. Maybe the lingering one, but mainly to boost our magic damage. And we are mid-roll. Havel's Ring won't put us to fast roll. Yeah, there's no point in wearing that. Probably Coranthe, maybe the steel or the fire plate. I don't know. We could get another attunement slot if we wanted to, but Silver Serpent Ring's never a bad idea. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright. Silver Serpent for more souls. Bellowing Dragon Crest, more magic damage. Here are our stats. Again, I put some more points into dexterity, so we're soft capped to 40. Spells are the Crystals, Homing Soul Mass, 2 copies of Soul Spear, Crystal Soul Spear, and the Crystal Magic Weapon. Yep. So we're looking pretty good. Our build's basically done. Any more points after, any more levels after this is just icing on the cake. So, all right. Ooh, wow! I've been rambling on for so damn long. Yeah, let's just get this going. Just rambling here, man. Just rambling. Yep. Yep. Down in the demon ruins. Yep. We were down here before, briefly, in order to get infested with these egg carriers. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I still have to go down. Okay. I know there's a way around. Yes. They go down to the lava. You can actually survive running across from there to those little rocks to that Capra demon. It is possible to survive that little run, but we don't have enough health for that. I don't think we have enough health for that. You just gotta stack a whole bunch of fire defense and a whole bunch of health, and you can make it. So Ceaseless Discharge is technically optional, but who doesn't want more souls? And you can look down into the demon ruins itself. You can actually see into the Centipede Demon's arena. You can actually see the Centipede Demon right here, at the tip of our weapon, clinging to the wall. Yep. And as I record, this Night Rain is out, but I haven't played it, or I haven't really played a lot of it. I know he's in that game, but again, I haven't played it enough for him to show up. But here he is in his former glory, infamy, whatever. But anyway, to the Ceaseless Discharge. We need to take him out to lower the lava. I thought there was another fog you can X out of, but no. Once you enter, you can't leave. But he's not going to be a hard fight. Again, you can stand there and fight him, straight up, but he does hit hard. I'm not too familiar with that method, but so we're just gonna make him mad and run like hell. There he is. Ceaseless Discharge. Little tentacle tendril things. there's... Can you see him from up here? There should be Taurus demons down below him. I don't know if you can see him from up here, but... Yep, ceaseless discharge. Completely passive. As long as you don't attack him or steal something important. He is completely passive. Yep. He's just sitting there, mind his own business. Over here we have a corpse. Once you pick up this item, he'll become aggroed and he'll fight. So pick up the item and run. Just pick up the item and run. In fact, we're going to put on our Chloranthy ring. Alright. Being light load is probably better for this because you can just run away faster, but we can do it with medium. It is a female corpse, and you'll see why once you pick it up. So, you ready? Let's go. Sec. You can't get hit by that little projectile, so just run. Just book it. He does have a range attack, so don't linger. He will blast you with it if you're not careful. Hopefully we don't get his AI stuck. All you gotta do is just grab the armor set and just run to the exit. Get to about here or so. There's a big hole he has to jump across, and he's stuck. He can't do anything now. All he wants is his sister's clothing back. And once you get to this point, 5 hits is all it takes. Humanity, Homeward Bone, about 20,000 souls, give or take. Put our hat back on. Ceaseless discharge. Yep. Again, not much of a fight. If you can fight them straight up, but it's always easiest just to run back to the exit, have him jump across this little pitfall, and he'll kind of hang out here and hit him 5 times, and down he goes. Yep. And with him gone, the lava mostly dries up, so now we can explore the zone. Yep. And a whole bunch of Taurus demons that guess spawn in, so we'll have to lure them one at a time. That's what our bows are for. Let's get over there. We'll actually put on our gold serpent ring. Try and get the demon great axe to drop. We'll go down and we'll aggro the Taurus demons one at a time with our bow. Try and hit them with the poison arrows. I think it only takes like two or three to proc poison. By the time they get to us, they should be pretty well dying. But yeah, don't bother fighting these guys. They're not worth it. Taurus demons. I think these ones out here don't respawn. There are some more later on that do respawn, so if you don't get the great axe here, it's okay. You have more chances to get it. So. I was not expecting the hat to get in the way. I'm gonna take this hat off. Oh, you don't aggro. I thought you did. I mean, I have no problem, you know, sitting here. Alright, I thought you would actually aggro, but I guess not. We just increased our bow range, maybe. Alright. Oh, there he goes. Come to me, my chickadee. Go. All right. Ah. Oh, I thought I rolled. Ran out of stamina. Why am I getting... Unless I'm getting hit with like a residual AoE attack, but I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Let's see, look at you. Poisoned. I'm just gonna let the poison work. Really? Huh. Like, it shouldn't kill them outright, but it should soften up pretty well. Go. All right. Go. Okay, get my magic hat back. We must be catching the residual AoE of their attacks. Oh, one of them did drop it. I didn't realize they dropped something. Okay, there we go. Demon's Great Axe. So we can get rid of this. We can put our Silver Serpent Ring on. Demon's Great Axe. 46 strength. Ooh boy. Very good strength scaling though. Carved from the bones of fellow demons, wielded by lesser Taurus demons. The axe is imbued with no special power, providing you have strength to wield it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Shiva of the East sells them, so you don't have to get them here. Let's get you poisoned up. Oh, only 2, huh? Alright, come on. There we go. As long as we get one of them at a time, it's just gonna be easy. You, sir, should be the last one, so you should be pretty weak at that because we poisoned you. Yeah. All right. So we cleared out the Taurus demons. There are some more items in the lavas. I do not recommend grabbing them now. We'll come back once we take on the centipede demon. This lava hurts. Just to show you how much it hurts. Alright, that wasn't too bad actually. Yeah, but it ticks pretty quickly. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt per tick, but it ticks like 4 times a second. It's well, not 4 times a second. It ticks a lot. Yeah, just trying to get from this one to that would probably kill us. So there is a ring that greatly reduces fire damage from lava, but we have to kill the centipede demon to get it. So we'll come back for these 2 items. Probably at the end, but. Hello, Capra Demon. Your pathing's looking dubious. That was almost the one shot. But I think they used to be pretty difficult. But yeah. And here we come up. Should be coming up on an invasion. I think he invades ahead of us? Or behind us? I think it's behind us. There he is. Yeah, he spawned behind us. There. Alright, Kirk. Ow. Dark Spirit, Knight Kirk, vanquished. Grab another soft humanity. Yep. The second invasion of Knight Kirk. Yeah, right here along this little narrow passageway. I know I was parry spamming, but it's the best way to deal with them on this ledge. You don't have a lot of room to roll around, so. Yep, that was the second invasion. I should look at our drag crest. Yep. So Kirk invades one more time. Yeah, there's one more invasion with Knight Kirk. He will invade here even if he did even if you didn't do his invasion up in the depths, he will invade here as well, regardless. So, yep. We didn't get his shield, unfortunately. So, but he will drop it in his last invasion. So. Let's see how much this does. Oh, actually not that bad. And he did an aggro. Cool. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Oh, we dropped this here. Trade, I don't care. Nice, okay, so he dropped one of the weapons, that's what I wanted. Let's get our thing back. We got another Demon's Great Machete. Really, you're not gonna aggro, huh? I have no problem pelting you from range, that's for sure. Wow, I'm surprised these guys aren't running at us. I mean, we're just gonna sit here and hotshot them. I have no problem doing that. These guys are made of stone, so Uchigatan's not pretty good against stone. Yep. There's the boss arena. We have the soul of a proud hero, proud knight. Yep. Don't bother, you can't actually hurt him, so there's no point. I think there's an item back here. Yep, it's right here. 2 green Titanite shards. We'll take them. Won't say no to free loot. Definitely recommend killing this guy. Because he guards. He doesn't respawn and he guards the bonfire. Yep, I think it's the only bonfire down here in the demon ruins. So we'll light it. Do we run a rest though? No, not yet. We'll take care of the rest of the area, then we'll come back and rest, then we'll do the boss. Bunch more statues. There we go. Yep, Soul Spear pierces, so we can just blast them. Towards demon. You should aggro. And if you're lucky enough, you can actually do a plunging attack. Yeah, we missed him though. Yeah, if you're lucky enough, the stairs do provide a height enough height differential to do a jumping plunging attack on them. Like you could back in the Undead Berg. So, let's just say, here's another one. You get a Crystal Soul Spear, you get a Great Titanite Shard. I think those slugs, I think they can drop red chunks, if I'm not mistaken. Checking the corners. Another Taurus demon. Come on. Yeah, most of those bolts missed. I think another worm pops out somewhere. But let's get our crystal masses ready. I mean, if you want to sit there, be my guest. Soften them up with some arrows, and then finish them up with the crystal soul mass. Is this one shot? Almost. Shards? Yeah. Definitely recommend taking care of those centipede guys at range. I wouldn't get too close to them if you can help it. This is a trap. Just do what you can to get out of there. Yeah, just do what you can to get out, 'cause it's a real doozy. Yeah, so we definitely got lucky. The one decided to do his little sweeping acid spewing attack, and we took advantage of that to get behind him. So I couldn't remember if they spawned around the chest or just before it. It's just before, so if you know they're coming, you can trigger it and then quickly sprint away. You should be okay. You should be able to get away. So I thought they spawned a bit further down. I was wrong, so we got trapped a little bit. But I got lucky enough to get the break out. Alright. Can't see the chain. Alright, you can whack it once. There. If you whack it and it doesn't come alive, then it's not a mimic. Here we have the large flame ember. I think this just allows descendants of the fire weapons to +10. Using ancient rites, handled only by blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. Yep, allows fire weapons to +10. And the one line about the blacksmith of ancient knowledge or ancient rites, that's Vamos. So, because Vamos is a skeleton knowledgeable in the old ways. So. Run back this way. I think another worm pops out about here. I think I heard it. Oh, you guys. Okay, it was them. It wasn't the worm. But pretty sure there's another one around here somewhere. Oh, we got another great machete. Nice. We have a soul item, and that's it. I think that's everything for the Demon Ruins. All we got left is the boss here. I think we can do it. I don't think we need to rest. Yep. This gateway was covered in the golden fog, so this doesn't open unless you place down the Lord Vessel. So you can go down to the Demon Ruins before that. This is as far as you go. So, in fact, you don't even have to fight this guy. Haha. So before we do that, we're actually going to go this way. And you can see the little path down to the left, but we're going to grab the item right there. So we do a sprint jump. It should be just a soul item, I think. Brave Warrior. Yeah, Brave Warrior. And just kind of come down a bit more, line up the drop. Go. I think that's the only item down here. Yeah. Yep. And then down here we have, these are sunlight maggots. These are the things that drop sunlight metals. Yep. If you don't want to go online for these sunlight metals, these are what you want to fight. Yep. So if you want to be completely offline and you want to improve the sunlight, where's the sunlight covenant? These are the guys you want to beat. And this door is the shortcut into Lost Izalith. Yep. The touch door does not show up unless you're in ranked 2 of the Chaos Servant Covenant. Yeah, for the Fair Lady. You get to rank 2, this interaction becomes available. If you don't have rank 2, you can't open the door. So, even though we're in Path of the Dragons, we can actually still interact with this door because we are plus rank 2 in the Covenant for the Chaos Servants. If you want to save Solaire, this is the door you have to open. There's a special sunlight maggot on the other side of this door. You have to kill it before you progress past the Centipede Demon. Before getting into Lost Izalith, you have to kill the thing on the other side of the door. I am not going to do that. Nope, we are not going to save Solaire again because we want his stuff. The only reason is because I want his shield. I want his shield. And the only way to get his shield is to kill Solaire, and the most humane way to do that is just let him fall. I know I don't want to, but I know I want to save him, but I want to get his stuff. So we're going to leave the door closed. I'm not going to deal with the sunlight maggot. Yep. Alright, so let's go back up. Take on the Fire Sage. The Fire Sage shouldn't be too bad. You'll see, it's just another stray demon fight. Don't think I need that. I need Lingering Dragon Crest. Do I want to keep the Bellowing? Let me think real quick. What do I want to... I don't remember if he does magic damage or fire damage. I think he does magic still. But in any case... It was a good Calanthea Rain. You can never go wrong with it. Alright. So this is going to be the Demon Fire stage. Yep, we're going to buff up our weapon. Just going to do the same thing we did to the Stray Demon. Just kind of get behind him, have him butt slam. Alright, shall we get to it? There's a bleed. Bleed already. There's another bleed. Yeah. The Demon Fire stage. Drops the humanity. He drops the Demon's Catalyst. Demon Fire stage. Not the one I wanted, but we'll take it. Oh, the one I want's, why are you doing that? That's not the one I want. Yeah, I don't know why you're doing it. Alright, my controller's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, my controller's being dumb. I think my controller's broken. Yeah, it's not recognizing the motion. I do have the motion control activated. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, Demon Fire stage. Just another Stray Demon fight. So strategy's the same. Just kind of get behind him, try to get him into a butt slam loop. Going down's the way forward. We're gonna go up. There's a shortcut up ahead, up here. Excuse me, sirs. Trying to get to the shortcut. Another soul item. Okay. And up here is the lift. Yeah. Dead end on all the sides. Yeah, this is this will take you back down to the just before the or right into the Fire Sage arena. But this is an elevator. Into Quelaag's domain, right in front of the Fair Lady's bonfire.
Oh, hello. What is it that... Below us lies the ruins of the legendary city of Izalith. There, the molten giant watches over the flame of chaos. Our fair lady and Mistress Quelaag fled from the ruins. I do not know the details, and I do not ask.
Alright, yeah. The molten giant, ceaseless discharge, watches over the flame of chaos. So I guess he was there to keep it under control, and we just messed that up. I don't think you have anything new, but we're just gonna check it out.
Oh, my dear sister, don't mind me. It does not hurt terribly. Quelaag, my dear sister, you know, I still remember your beautiful, silky face, if only more.
I'm sorry.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself. Goodbye, Quaylock. It was so very nice to chat.
Alright. Yeah, nothing new from them. I did buy all of Quilana's pyromancies. Yeah, I think she just wants us to go down and end her mother's suffering. So. We'll just work for more health. More health, or let's see, 23 for the next attunement slot. That'll definitely help, but it's not necessary. I have all the spells I want. More health. Alright. We are going to... bellowing. A bit too bellowing. Here, before we close this episode out, we got another boss fight to do. This one's going to be a bit more trickier, just because of the arena you fight him in. That's the problem. Yep, we got the centipede demon to fight. Yep. Oops. Yep. Deal with these guys so they don't follow us. Just pass the stairs down. Hey, look at that. Another boss fog. Sure, rest right here. Alright. We just kind of weave through the branches on the way down. Yeah, I don't think there's any... Oh, never mind, there's one right here. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Again, just kind of line it up. Hopefully you don't miss it. There we go. Yep, and look who we got. Solaire of Astora. Yep, this will be the last time we summon him. If we do it the way I think trying to find the right words. The way I'm gonna do this will be the last time we'll summon him. So we need to make sure he stays alive for this fight, because we need that other we need one more what's it called? Sunlight Metal. We need one more. This is the last fight for him, and I don't feel like farming the maggots, so maybe we can do the boss cheese, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think we're a bit too far. Summon Solaire. Alright. Let's go. through the fog, immediately go right. Because you don't want to fight him in the opening, in that entrance area. Right over here is a nice big spot for you. Assuming ah, crap. Solaire, come on. Green shards. Let's go, Solaire. Drag him over here. Come on, Solaire, you can do it. I have faith. Let's go. Oh, I thought that would get him some health. Yeah, Solaire has a special ring that we need from this boss. Oop, rolled right into it. Oh, look at that damage. Oh. Knock off a piece, kill the piece, get the ring. You got the Solaire. Get him. Come on, Solaire. Yeah. Yeah, Solaire. There we go. Humanity, Homeward Bone, and because Solaire survived, our 10th Sunlight Medal. Praise the sun indeed. So, yeah, I think we did do the summon exploit there. Yeah, because he melted down really fast. Yeah, it's where you summon an NPC immediately across the boss fog. Once the boss spawns, their health is static, so they don't get the health bonus for any summons. So, woohoo! So, yeah. So that made this fight really stupid easy. And I got worried there for a moment that the Centipede Demon and Solaire were going to fight at the entrance, but luckily Solaire just, ignored him, made it his way over here. Because once you go through the fog, immediately go right to this little area, you have a bit more space to fight. So, Yep. So Centipede Demon, pretty straightforward. And as you saw, you can chop off various limbs that do spawn like a little mini monster, like a mini demon. Yeah, you kill one of them, and you get the orange charred ring. Yep. I think it's up here. No, it's down here. There it is. Reduces lava damage. I think it reduces it by like 80% or something like that. It makes it really low. An orange ring enchanted by a witch reduces lava damage. Since his sores were inflamed by lava from birth, his witch sisters gave him the special ring. But fool that he is, he readily dropped it, and from that spot, a terrible centipede demon was born. Yep. And his sisters being... We got their item earlier. Gold Hem Black Hood. This is the Isla Sisters set. Yeah. Quaylana is wearing this one. Very good fire defense. Very light. Pretty good all around. Worn by the witch Quaylana of Izalith, mother of pyromancy and daughter of chaos. She wore this gold-hemmed black hood before even the Age of Fire, and it offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. Yep, so the corpse we picked this off of in front of Ceaseless Discharge was a witch, one of the witch's daughters. Yep, a daughter of chaos. Yep. And from the lava ring, he was the witch's son, Quaylana, or not Quaylana, the witch of Izalith's son. sisters to the family. Well, brother to the family. So, we also picked up the Demon's Catalyst. Interesting little weapon. A ton of fire damage on there. Yeah, 300 something fire. A very good weapon in its own right, even without, casting magic. Pretty poor magic adjust, but again, with all that fire damage on there, you just poke people with it. Yeah, Demon Catalyst formed from Izalith Molten Rock. Can be used as a fire weapon. The Demon Fire Sage was the first demon and the last member of the original Fire Arts, before the Witch Izalith was engulfed by chaos, creating pyromancy. Yep. A fun little weapon. Probably won't be using it, but yeah. Alright. We got our charred ring on, so fire damage shouldn't be any problem. Yep. So now we can go back to the start of the area, grab those 2 items in the lava pits. So, yeah. Although it doesn't do a lot of damage, I think it still does durability damage on our equipment, so just keep an eye out for that. Yep. Probably one of the ways into Lost Izalith, probably the original way into Lost Izalith, now sealed away forever. Through here is the way in. There he is. Solaire of Astora. He's all bummed out.
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
Well,
Why? After all this...
yep. After all the searching, he couldn't find his son. His magnificent son. Yep. Alright. This is the point of no return. If you want to save Solaire, do it before you go any further past this bonfire. Because once you see the Lost Izalith title pop up, Solaire would move on to the next spot, and his fate's decided at that point. So, again, I won't be saving him because I want his stuff. So, we'll warp back to... Really? Can't go there? I think I have to rest at the bonfire for it to show up. I was trying to find the Demon Ruins bonfire, but I think we have to actually rest at it for it to show up. So I'm going to do a quick run back to the lava area, just so I can get the... yeah, there it is. Just so I get the 2 items in the lava. So I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so I just ran back down. The Taurus demons don't respawn. Yep, so now we're going to get these 2 items. Now that we have the orange charred ring, it's very safe to grab these items. So. And I think it's to run and jump. There it goes. So up here is Soul of Nate. This one's probably the easiest one to get if you don't have the charred ring. Again, you kind of have to do a little... You have to do a little sprinting jump to get up here. Alright. Man, that sound gets really annoying really quickly. So I wish the little sound effect wouldn't be there if you had the charred ring on. But yeah. We're floating in the air. Yeah, because the lava field that the ceaseless discharge was creating Although it's still here. It's just deactivated. But the collision's still here. As you can see, we're floating on something. I think we're floating on the lava field that this charge was tied to. Just kind of noticed that. I'm guessing that's what it is. Alright. So this item... Chaos Flame Ember. Alright. Another Ember. Ember for Blacksmith Ascension. Yep. Chaos Flame Ember is an art of the lost city of Izalith, handled only by blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. Yep. Chaos weapons are demon weapons augmented by humanity, which inflict fire damage. Yep. We might do a chaos weapon. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I know I have the fire battle axe. We'll probably upgrade that to +9. I might get another weapon for this, but we'll see. All right. We've got those 2 items. We'll homeward bone back. And then we'll go to Vamos real quick. Yep, so Laird's gone, so he's now on for good. Yep, so to the catacombs. Solaire's gone, so I guess he moved on to his next spot, and he's gone for good. Hey, Vamos, we got something for you.
Why, is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Apparently the flame ember is from New Londo. I don't know if that's actual correct or not. That might be an error. He may not mean to speak that, but...
Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
So now we can ascend to +6. Fire weapons are pretty cool. Not very good in the Demon Ruins or Lost Izalith, but elsewhere, they're pretty good. So we'll do that. What else do you got? It's got standard stuff, but you have homeward bones. All right.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Sheesh. We have one more ember for you.
Why, that's an ember unlike any that I have seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me. Old Vamos would never let you down. No, not ever.
Flame of the legendary witch. So even for his time, the Witch of Izalith was well known. A legend, even. Was she still a person, or did she become the Chaos at that point? But considering it's a Chaos Flame Ember, I'm guessing it's after her attempt to create the first flame, or recreate it anyway. So, yeah, we'll give it to him.
Yes, splendid. Splendid indeed. My oh my, you precious little thing.
Now we do Chaos. Yeah. Gives us some additional attribute scaling for humanity carrying, but I think you need at least a +5 weapon to a +5 fire weapon to ascend to Chaos. So that's why it's here, because we have a +6 battle axe. But yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get another weapon and we'll come back.
Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around here without a good reason.
Oh, shush. Alright, So we'll think of another weapon to ascend Chaos. So that will go to the Sunlight Altar. Yep. So we have some, what's it called? Sunlight metals to turn in. Pray at the altar. Hell yeah, we enter Covenant. Then we'll offer Sunlight Metals. All 10. And we receive the Great Lightning Spear. A step up in our lightning damage. Alright. Great Lightning Spear. I don't think we have enough faith for that. Yeah, 30 faith. Miracle passed down to those bound by the Warrior Sunlight Covenant. Hurl Giant Lightning Spear. Weapon of the God of War, who inherited the sunlight of Lord Gwyn, but had respect only for arms and nothing else. I'm guessing it's Gwyn's firstborn, who was erased from the annals of history. Yep. He was a warrior through and through. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? Oh yes, there is one thing I want to show off. The orange charge ring actually adds damage to your kicks, if I can do it properly. I think I need an actual weapon though. Yeah, see, we're not doing anything. Well, if you put the ring on, we do fire damage. Yep, the orange charred ring adds a little bit of fire damage to your kicks. Not to your punches though, just to your kicks. I think it's a flat amount of fire damage. It's not a whole lot. It's maybe like 80 points, if that. So, yeah. It's a nice little feature to add. Alright. Is there anything else you want to do? Really, still can't get it down. Wow, alright, whatever. Alright, so, yeah, I think the Demon Ruins bonfire, I think you need to actually rest at it to add it to the list. I think it's the one where the centipede was guarding it. But, alright, and I think... yeah. Alright, and with that, I am going to call an episode. We did our journey down into the Demon Ruins. Yep. Started off outside of the ruins, just past Quailag's domain. Made our way down, and the first thing we did was we took on Ceaseless Discharge. Although I put take on lightly, because all we did was run to his arena, steal his dead sister's clothes, ran back to the entrance, and just kind of punched him off the ledge. Yeah, that is by far the easiest way to deal with Ceaseless Discharge. Yeah, just kind of steal the set, just run past him, head back to the exit, and if you don't get him stuck, he will jump across a gap towards you, but cling to the ledge, and at that point it's over. You have to hit him 5 times. Yeah, and after you do that, he falls to his demise. Yeah. And the set we got was the gold hemmed set that the witch's daughter was wearing. Yeah. And once we took on Ceaseless Discharge, that dried up the lava field at his feet, allowing us to easily enter the demon ruins. But before that, we took care of a whole bunch of Taurus demons that spawned. So we took them out one at a time, luring them with poison arrows and regular arrows, and once they got close, just pelt them with crystal homing soul masses, and yeah, it was pretty easy at that point. So yeah, just cleared them out. They don't respawn, so it makes coming back in the items in the lava field easier. Yeah. And after that, we made our way into the demon ruins itself. Yep, past the Capra demon, past invading Dark Spirit Knight Kirk. Yep, the second invasion point is on that little cliff edge. He invades, he spawns in behind us, so turn around, and then we just, parry, riposted, and beat him up that way. So, got a humanity out of it, a bunch of souls. Unfortunately, he didn't drop his shield, but he should drop it the next time we face him. Yeah, the next time will be in Lost Isles itself. So, yeah. And after that, we just kind of worked our way through some Capra demons who decided not to aggro, even though we're pelting them in the face with arrows for some reason. I don't know. They're weird. Down the stairs, picked up some more soul items, took care of a centipede monster that was preventing a bonfire, or was blocking a bonfire, so dealt with that, lit the bonfire. Should have rested, but yeah, because once you rest, I think that bonfire gets added to the list of warpable bonfires at that point. So, but, yeah. But we made our way back down some more stairs, took care of some demon statues, another Taurus demon, another centipede monster, hanged to left through a cliff, some more Taurus demons, towards a chest, getting ambushed by some more centipede monsters. This time they were in front of us and behind us in pairs, blocking the path. So yeah, the best way is just, trigger the trap and then quickly either run past them forward or run past them behind you. Yeah, you don't want to be in the middle between them as much as you can, because yeah, it's not good. So we just triggered the trap. We used one of their little sweeping attacks to get behind them and dealt with them that way. And then the chest they were guarding contained the very large, or the large fire ember. Ember needed to ascend fire weapons to +10. So, and after that, made our way back, took care of one last Capra demon and some more demon statues. Another soul item I think he was guarding. And then after that, before we went to the boss, we hook a right, gather another soul item, some routes down to the Lost Isles shortcut. Yep, it's the shortcut into Lost Isles. So if you don't want to fight Demon Fire Sage or the Centipede Demon, you take that shortcut. However, it's only available if you have the Chaos Servant Covenant up to rank 2, to +2. So even if you're not in the Covenant, as long as you have it to rank 2, you can open the door. Otherwise, the prompt won't be there, and it'll be sealed from that side. So we could have opened the door, but I decided not to, because on the other side of the door is a special sunlight maggot that you have to kill in order to save Solaire. So, but I made the decision not to do it, only because we want his equipment. That's the only reason. If we did want to save Solaire, we would open the door and kill the sunlight maggot. Yeah, because if we did that, his next appearance after the Centipede Demon would be there where the sunlight maggot was, and he'll lament about not being able to find his son and all that stuff. So yeah, So we decided to get more equipment at the cost of dialogue, but oh well. Yep. So we went back up, took on the Demon Fire Sage. More like we beat the crap out of him, because that was a damn fight, man. Yeah, between a barrage of crystal homing soul masses and a Uchi Katana buffed with crystal magic weapon. Yeah, 420 as it is. Buff it up. 742. God damn, that's 322 damage added on. Jeez. Yeah, so we were swinging, hitting them for like 400 apiece, easily. Yep. And then we like bled them a few times, so it's like we made short work of them with this. So, yeah. So Demon Fire Sage, he drops I think a Homeward Bone, a Humanity, as well as the Demon Catalyst. Yep. Another sorcery catalyst. Not going to use. It's more of a fire weapon than a catalyst. Well, it serves both purpose, I would say. It serves both roles. Because it does have a ton of fire damage if you have pretty high intelligence. But it doesn't have that best of a magic adjust scaling, so I don't know. It's an interesting weapon, but not for us. And after that, took the stairs up, through some more demon statues, found the shortcut elevator all the way back up to Quelaag's domain, right in front of the entryway into the Chaos Servants. Took the elevator back down, continued down instead of up, and then we found another bonfire, another soul item, and then we found the Centipede Demon. Yep. We did summon Solaire for the fight, mainly because we needed one more Sunlight Medal in order to get the next rank in the Wars of Sunlight Covenant. So we summoned Solaire, quickly ran through the boss fog in order to get the boss health exploit. Why make it hard on yourself, you know? We would have melted him down anyway, so we took it easy. So we threw the boss fog, saw the cutscene where the Centipede Demon dropped down, and then we made an immediate right. Yep. Excuse me. I do not recommend fighting him in the entryway. It is a very tight space, and he has a bad habit of just spamming his little, what's the right word? Bungee arm. Yeah, he'll kind of just lunge his big arm at you in like a little spear attack. So he has a bad habit of doing that if you sit by the entrance. So I booked it to the right, past the lava, into this bigger open area. Much better to fight him in melee if you're going to do that. Panicked for a little bit, thinking Solaire would fight him at the entrance, but luckily Solaire's AI decided to close the distance between us, stick close to us. So he came to us, bringing the Centipede Demon along with him, and we just kind of destroyed him at that point. Yeah. Buffed up Crystal Homing Soul Mass, Crystal Spear, and Solaire's melee, and then lightninged him at the end. Yep. So we got the Orange Charred Ring, another Sunlight Medal, Homeward Bone, and I think another Humanity. So then we immediately put on the Orange Charred Ring and ran to the next bonfire, where Solaire was there, lamenting about why he couldn't find his son. Yep, he's searching for his son, but he can't find it. Where could it be? Yeah. And then at that point, we went to Vamos, turned in the 2 embers, and then we went to the Sunlight Altar, turned in our Sunlight Medals, and then we came here. And that was it. Yep. Yep. The Demon Ruins. Not much to it. Although Lost Isles is a bit more involved, but it's not as much as you think. Yeah. The next episode will be Lost Izalith. Yep. Probably the weakest area in Dark Souls, only because FromSoft had time constraints. So I think the Duke's Archives was as finished as it was because I think it was the first place they did. Tomb of the Giants was probably the next one that they focused on. Then Lost Isles was the last one, but it was sacrificed for time. Yep. So it could have been better. Definitely could have been better. You can see it. I mean, you'll see it in the next episode. You know, the level design, the level layout, very good. It's a very interesting architecture, very cool level layout. The only issue is the enemy placement, but it definitely had potential. I'll say that. Definitely had some potential, but unfortunately, it's incomplete-ish for the most part. Well, it's complete, but not to FromSoft standards, I will say. So, yeah. Next episode is Lost Isles. Yep, and in the Bed of Chaos. Yep. But again, that is for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.